So I've added a few more doors and windows and they look a little wonky. So I'm thinking that we need to change our view and click zoom 200% to give yourself a little bit more accuracy with this. So I'm going to see if this works. On my computer it's working to zoom in um, on your drawing. So that looks a whole lot more accurate to me. So click the zoom and I changed mine to 200% and now it looks a whole lot better. So it's still kind of hard to see these smaller spaces and it's probably not going to be real easy on your small Chromebook screen. So I suppose if you want to just draw lines instead of filling them in, just draw lines on there, you can. But I'm going to actually take these lines back off. So I'm going to click the selector tool and click my line, my orthogonal line that I put in for reference and use Control X to cut it out. I'm going to get rid of all these and I might need to go back in and put some more in because it looks a little bit crooked to me. So maybe just using the lines would be the better way to go on this. It's up to you. If you're using the line though, it doesn't fill in the space. When you're all done, get rid of all of your unnecessary orthogonal lines by clicking on the arrow tool, clicking on the actual line you want to get rid of. When it highlights it, use Control and X, Control X. And then you can also change the view of these all at once if you want to. So I want to change the color of these windows maybe on this building. So I'm going to select them all. Click one window to start, then hold Shift and click all the rest of the windows that you want to change all at once. Even though it looks like it's highlighted, click it anyway. And then you can click Format, then Fill Color, and then you can change the fill color on these. I might change those to kind of rosy color. And then you can also like add a drop shadow on these, so you see immediately it looks a whole lot different than this building. And you can change how wide the drop shadow goes. That's way too far, so that's a little bit better. And how transparent, and even the color of the drop shadow. So I'm going to make my drop shadow blue and make it less transparent. So the drop shadow tools there if you want to play with that. You can also work on adding a gradient if you wanted to these. I'm wondering if I can just use the control key now that I've got them all selected and changed and drag the whole thing. Hold Control and drag the whole thing, and that's supposed to duplicate everything. So if you get them really accurate, you might be able to just click and drag them and change the size and paste them into your next building down, and then you can change the color of those. So this doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna, well, if I change the height of it though, it's going to change the, this isn't necessarily pointing at the vanishing point if I change the height of it. So you can duplicate these like that if you want to. Please work on filling in the front of all the buildings, both sides of the street. You can also put in lines in the sidewalk. Let's go back to the line tool and just do horizontal lines by holding the Shift key. And then we're just putting these horizontal lines in like this. There you go. So finish up your details on your street, your lines, your windows, and that'll be all.